Yeah, the casket signifies the death of Jimmy Lee Jackson and other martyrs of the Civil Rights era. You know, Jimmy Lee Jackson was killed in Perry County, Marion, Alabama. That sparked the march to Washington, also the Bloody Sunday. It also signifies the loss of the Voting Rights Act, 1965, a few weeks ago by the Supreme Court's decision to strike down Section 4.
I left my lockout. Yeah, I left my lockout.
That empowered Section 5. And sort of, you know, I'll give you an example. If somebody cut your heart, you know, stab you in the back and cut an artery out, your heart would fail, and you'd die. So that's what has happened to the Voting Rights Act of 1965. And I realize that we're here today celebrating the 50th year anniversary on the March on Washington. But we've got a major challenge in front of us, and that challenge is to make sure Congress and the Senate and the President address this problem. And the Voting Rights Act is renewed every 25 years. And to disbelief of a lot of people, they think it just protects blacks, but it protects women, because women have only been voting 93 years. So it's crossed racial lines. This issue is very serious because the people who are challenging this right now, they will do anything to get who they want elected. Now, I'm from the state of Alabama. I was in the Republican Party meetings. I heard the chairman of the Republican Party says, we no longer need the voters of Rosa Parks Avenue to get our people elected. So what they're focusing on in their agenda is just to get their people elected. And so we've got a serious problem.
What kind of stuff can we do?
Sir?
What kind of stuff can I do? Can I help?
Well,
other people?
And one thing that, I mean, we have people that have died and have gone on. We as young people, I say young, we've got to start our own movement to address this issue. We can no longer rely on the speeches of
phone calls, letters,
join your local NAACP.
Okay.
Join your local organizations that are fighting for voting rights. Anybody. Yeah. And watch what's going on in your community, because believe it or not, this issue that caused us to lose the voting rights started out in Alabama. A small town in Columbiana, in Shelby County. My father used to frequent 50 years ago. It started right there. And mushroomed into something that struck down a right that protects everybody. So we got to pay attention to our community and other people.
Yeah, I really want to know,
but get involved.
I got 3 kids.
Don't. You got to get involved, and you got to usher young people.
Exactly.
You look back in that generation, Jesse Jackson, all those guys were 19, 20, 21, 22 years old. We've got to have more young people get involved. And it takes a lot of, like when I started riding this bicycle in Marion, Alabama, I rode it some over 450 miles pulling this casket. And the people that were riding with me were falling to the wayside. They were following me in a pickup truck. One of them went to the hospital. One had to go back. But I continued my journey to here. And when I got to Greenville, Alabama, had some problems. I rode around that day, and that night they had 2 bicyclists that were shot.
Did you just say that you rode the bike from Alabama?
I rode the bike from Alabama, over 450 miles, over halfway.
You stop it. I love it.
I go in the community and I would talk to people, and I found out that a lot of people don't even know we've lost the right and their protection.
You rode the bike. That's what I'm talking about. What's your name, sir? How we get?
Jones. I made this spot. I had a real casket in
Very
Alabama.
effective, by the way. I'm here because I saw this.
I had a real casket, and it was just too heavy. And it was a wooden casket. But we did that in Alabama for Marion to the Bloody Sunday.
Honestly, we saw some people we knew from a while ago, and they were here in town checking out the WMA. They had no idea.
Because so many of us have become progressive. We've got a class system now in the black community. There's just so many people that don't know what. And then, there's also the problem of survival in America. There's just so many things going on in their personal lives.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. We have to come together, all of us as Americans, okay? We're losing all rights in all areas of our life. I walked up on a person here in Washington with an M16, and I'm paying the taxes for him to stand there and look at me as if I'm some terrorist.
Right.
I feel very uncomfortable.
Me too.
We had somebody lock those doors on us in the middle of the 7 o'clock. It was just getting dark. We were in the suit going to the hotel for a meeting.
Bow. Wow.
Had the window down, but subconsciously didn't know if I wanted to. I could have went through the, you know what I mean? But it was just.
So you know, and a lot of I've been wearing this the entire way. Okay.
Yes.
There's so many people. I would pull up in a place and they just, what are you doing? Look down on me. They wouldn't see the casket, but so we've got to change a lot of things about the way we deal with each other.
All of us. It's the whole.
You're my hero.
Well, thank you.
You really are.
I'm just real
You
with it.
really are. I love to ride. I love to ride. I would have rode with you. I'd have got on the bike and rode with you.
Thank God she jumped up and
You rode too?
Oh, not from, no, I only rode from Capitol Hill.
But that's still, look.
I just wanted to show him how to get
But that's valiant. Look, you took a ride.
But you know, we got
I
so
love
many
it.
things that we can, we got to get through the differences. But one thing we can do is we can focus on that thing that we can work together on. Okay.
That's right.
We got to put past our differences, and we've got to be able to reach
Love.
over that person that we see falling and grab them
That's
and
right.
hold them together. And say,
Close
"Help
our
me,"
eyes.
because that weakest link.
Just like
Yes.
we were doing in the march. Like that.
But see, but right now there's so many. God, the selfishness.
Oh my God.
We are
It's
so
just,
selfish.
oh my God. The love is crazy.
Even our
I can't
ministers,
even believe it.
I've seen 4 marches, 4 or 5 different marches come up.
Exactly.
Why can't everybody coordinate this
Why?
one march?
Right. We're still on different pages and you know it.
Yeah, so let's work on that.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I'm taking you with me.